I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Monday, May the 7th, and we got confirmation of a big harvest on your on cattle last week, and the biggest we've had in nearly a year and a half. That's one of the main things, really the only thing that can pull us out of these heavy numbers that we think we've got coming here short term. And everybody's kind of gotten over the excitement that they had on Thursday with the $2 higher Southern Plains fat cattle trade at 126, including myself. And now we're kind of back to the reality of, you know, we haven't won. We won the battle, but we haven't won the war yet, as we still think that, you know, we've got some big numbers of cattle coming. We've got a lot of cattle that will be delivered here mid to late May that was just been contracted here in the last 6 weeks or so. That's going to make it tough on your negotiated sellers, and we got to hand it to Consolidated Beef Producers, because they were one of the main reasons that they were able to get the $2 higher market cash last week, as they held their customers out and was able to get some more money for them. So we definitely support the guys at Consolidated Beef Producers trying to hold this cash market together. But look at the board for last week. June live cattle futures ended the week at 106.05, down 95 cents for the week. Your August ended the week down 90 cents at 105.07. August feeder cattle ended the week at 146.32, down 193 for the week. And your May spot feeders 140.40, down 162 for the week. Your fats had a big movement through Thursday, and with some more cleanup trickle trade, both well, actually mostly for late May, but a few for current or immediate delivery. We still had a big movement through Thursday of 111,000. By the time they add Friday's sales onto that, it's going to be one of the biggest movements that we've had all year. But 80,500 head in the 5-area feeding region on Thursday. And that was mostly your 126 spot in Texas and Kansas. Didn't have a whole lot of trade in the Northern Plains, and we really never did get a number for immediate delivery, either live or dress basis reported last week in Nebraska, Iowa, Colorado, places like that. We did see some sales on Friday in the western part of the Northern Plains at 125, but you know, they've been running at a couple dollar premium to the Southern Plains, so that wouldn't have been anything to establish a market. But I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see, when we see the mandatory price reporting stuff come out for Monday, that we don't see some maybe 127, 128 that didn't get reported that were for immediate delivery, because that's what it would have took up in the Northern Plains, which, like I said, has been running ahead of the Southern Plains. So there's no reason that they should flip-flop. But you know, everybody's saying that it looks like we may have topped out. Of course, they thought that 2-3 weeks ago, and if we get steady or better money this week, they'll think it is topped out this week. But a lot of pressure, mostly from news, and I'm not sure if it's all fake news, but it seems like it's all bearish towards the cattle market there. But through Thursday, 80,500 head. Your weighted average on live steers was 124.96, and on dress steers 193.62. Like I said, we had a few immediate delivery sales at 202, like to regional packers, but just not enough to pull all those short-term out front contracts up to where they needed to be. Box beef cutout values were higher last week. Your average trade for last week on choice cuts, $226.80, up $8.16 from the weighted average of the previous week. And selects $207.68, up $4.52, widening that choice select spread of $19.12. Your slaughter, like I said, the biggest in nearly a year and a half, 647,000. We were in the same boat as we are right now a year ago, and last week's kill was 32,000 more than the same week a year ago, and 24,000 more than just 2 weeks ago. But look at your feeder market. Your real-time index on Beef Market Central ended the week at 136.99. That was down $1.66. which goes right along with your cash feeder trend for last week out of your auctions, which was mostly steady to $3 lower. And we did see some recovery on those big feeders on your big Thursday sales and a few on Friday after getting a little shot in the arm from that higher fat cattle trade. But still, as a whole, your big sales on Wednesday were mostly lower, and you see on that index value that it's just lower. But on the other hand, your calves still selling higher from your small producers still wanting to buy some light cattle to turn out, and your calves even in the southeast for shipping out west were mostly steady to $3 higher. You look at an individual quote from Jim Doss's sale there in Richmond, Kentucky at Bluegrass Stockyards. 58 head of 702-pound steers bring $150.60. That's your feeder flash for Monday.